And, you know, some of these players in this game, it's really a teenage dream to be able to play for the national championship. As Alabama took care of Cincinnati in the college football playoff semifinal. Now they get the rematch against Georgia, beat them in the SEC championship game, headed to their 6th national championship games since the college football playoff started back in 2014. And they are looking to repeat their 4th championship since then. Here's a look back at how the Tide got there.
Big question coming in, how would Alabama beat having lost a lot of players off the national championship team? There goes Jamison Williams. Alabama picking right up where it left off last year.
Bryce Young, I mean, what an unbelievable start. The kid can absolutely slang it. You can stop us. You can stop us. You can stop us. You can put that on repeat. Everybody said Bama's vulnerable. And the fight Texas Aggies take down the top-ranked Tide.
The key thing is to respond the right way.
One play, one magical moment. This defense is firing off every which way. Yeah, we all rock stars. Yeah, we all all-stars. In the game, yeah, we gonna raise a ball. What a throw, what a catch. And Alabama wins in 4 overtimes.
If you're asking me a team I don't want to play, I don't want to play Alabama.
Alabama is the team to beat in these situations.
You can stop us. You can stop us. You can stop us. You can put that on repeat. Alabama has again done the job.
The committee came out of there with a strong consensus that Alabama was one.
Throw deep, open receiver, touchdown Alabama. Better drop for a loss.
We just warriors, man. We fight to the end with everything we do, man. That's why we're going to win tonight and repeat.
You can stop us. You can put that on repeat.
You know, yesterday marked the 15th anniversary since Nick Saban was hired in Tuscaloosa, and it hasn't been the same since. When they beat Georgia early on in the SEC championship, 41-24, the only time this season Georgia allowed more than 17 points in a game. Against every other opponent they faced, Georgia allowed just over 7 points per game. Let's welcome in Paul Finebaum, SEC Network, who, by the way, I blame Finebaum for the All-SEC National Championship, but that's neither here nor there. The quarterback matchup is fascinating, Paul. You've got Bryce Young, 5-star, Heisman Trophy winning superstar, against Stetson Bennett, walk-on with 5-star JT Daniels on the bench. Quarterbacks, as you know, the topics all around college football right now. How would you describe the national championship game quarterback pairing?
I mean, Matt, it's almost like you have Aaron Rodgers in the Super Bowl and you decide to go grab some guy off the YMCA team who plays flag football on Sunday. I mean, it is that much of a mismatch on paper, except what Stetson Bennett has done. Stetson Bennett, the 4th, the most unheralded, unpredictable player to ever be in a national title game. And he's done really well. Anyone who watched Friday night against Michigan can see that. This is the guy that has defied logic. As recently as last Friday, Matt, our friend Booger McFarland told me Stetson Bennett cannot lead this team to a national championship. Well, he's 60 minutes away, and I think he wants to silence all those critics, but Bryce Young will have a little bit to say about it.
It is fascinating when you talk about a kid who was unheralded against everything coming out of high school. Because right now, Paul, in the sport, quarterback movement is an hourly thing. The biggest story, Caleb Williams, he's the Bryce Young in this scenario, starred Oklahoma as a freshman, announced he's transferring. Dylan Gabriel headed to Oklahoma just weeks after transferring from UCF to UCLA. And so as we approach the final game of this unprecedented college football season, what do you make of this new quarterback world?
We now have free agency in college football. It's as simple as that. And for those who don't follow this like we do, Caleb Williams was the top player in the country a year ago. He shows up at Oklahoma. What does he do? He supplants Spencer Rattler, who's the Heisman favorite. I mean, not the number 2 guy, but the favorite. And now Rattler is gone, and maybe Williams, I don't know exactly what he's doing, whether he's leveraging this, but this is one of the most amazing moves in college football history, Matt. The fact that this guy is probably projected to be the number 1 pick 2 years from now in the draft, and now he's waiting to see what comes his way, what kind of offers, what kind of deals. That's the new normal, in college football.
And I really find it fascinating because the juxtaposition we just talked about between the quarterback matchup in the national championship, star versus walk-on at the same destination. Paul Finebaum, looking forward to talking ball with you all week. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.